Today I'm sharing my jewelry collection. My collection of jewelry is something that I very intentionally curated. Pretty much everything has a story and meaning behind it. I don't necessarily grab jewelry just for the sake of owning it, but instead try to really pick out pieces that feel very intentional. The pieces I'm going to show you come from a variety of places. The majority of my collection is either vintage or handmade. I will be showing you heirloom pieces from my grandmother, pieces that have been made by local Seattle artists, other artisan pieces, and some fun vintage finds. Every single piece in my collection has a story and means something to me. I can't wait to share these with you, so let's get right into it. I'm going to show the heirloom pieces first. So pieces that were either my grandmother's or my mother's. I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm not sure why I'm storing these in here. This is not the jar that these came in. These are opal earrings that belong to my grandmother. Oops. They are actually clip-on earrings. Because they are clip-ons, I don't normally wear these. Opals are actually one of my favorite stones, if not my favorite. I just love, I'm trying to screw this on. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Here is what those would look like on. Now, I don't really wear clip-ons, so I do want to take these to a jeweler and see if they can take off the clip and turn them into a regular pair of earrings. I just think I would get a lot more wear out of them that way. I love the stone opal. It looks so unearthly to me. It just literally looks like something out of a fairy tale, or like it would be some sort of a magic stone, the way that it has all those different colors in there. I have this choker. This was also my grandmother's. It says Coro or Cato or something like that. And this also comes with earrings. These happen to be clip-on earrings too, and because of that I don't wear them. Same thing where I would love to have a jeweler turn them into a regular earring. These actually remind me of angel wings. I don't wear silver too often. I usually prefer gold, so these don't get as much wear as some of the other jewelry in my collection does, but I still love this set. If we want to talk about things that get worn all the time, this butterfly necklace was my grandmother's. It's not on its original chain. I somehow lost the chain, but I wear this all the time. This is so special to me. I don't know if I remember my grandma wearing this, but I do remember she had a lot of her jewelry hanging in her bathroom, so I would play with her necklaces as a little girl, and this is one of the ones that I remember she had hanging up. I also love butterflies and fairies, so this just makes sense for me. I love layering the butterfly necklace with this beautiful long necklace. This was also my grandmother's. It's a little bit hard to get an idea of how it looks because of the top that I'm wearing with it, but when I have just a solid color or a low cut top, I love to pair this necklace with it. It would usually sit a lot lower than this. I have no idea what any of these stones are. I don't even know if this is real gold, but I just think it's such a beautiful and unique piece. I also have these two chains. One is silver toned and one is gold toned. Again, I don't know for sure if these are real. I can read that they both say Italy and they have numbers that are like illegible. I wouldn't say I'm a jewelry expert as far as knowing the details or the value of pieces. I tend to place the value in the aesthetic and what they look like, but these are both my grandma's and are waiting for little pendants to go onto them. These hoops were my mom's in the 90s. They have this cool like rope texture. They're real gold. The backings are not. The backings are just a cheap metal, and that's why you see some greening there. But the earrings themselves are gold, and I literally wear these all the time. I absolutely love them. I have this other pair of gold hoops that belonged to my mom in the 90s as well. She doesn't wear hoops, and that's why she gave them to me, and I wear these all the time too. I just love how simple they are. I have my ears pierced twice, so a lot of times it's nice to layer a minimal earring with more of a statement piece. I also have to say one of my favorite things to do is sort of armor myself with jewelry, with my adornments. I'm going into a situation where I'm feeling a little bit unsure or nervous. Maybe I'm trying something new, maybe I'm interviewing. Anything where I feel like I want a little bit more guidance, I will often wear a pair of my mom's earrings as well as at least one of my grandmother's necklaces. It just evokes this feeling in me of honoring my lineage, honoring my ancestors, and particularly the matriarchal side of the family tree. In addition to that, I truly feel like I have an increased amount of my grandmother's protection when I can simply touch my neck and have a piece of her connected to me. Those are the heirloom pieces. I do have more vintage pieces that I found in the wild that I will show you later in this video. We're gonna move into the artisan and handmade jewelry next. Usually this tray only holds a few pieces of jewelry. I thought it would be a good idea to pack it all in here for this video. Hopefully nothing got tangled. We'll just have to see. I'm gonna be showing you everything in random order as I pull it out, since there is quite a bit of it here. I feel like these are a pretty quick show and tell. These are ones that I handmade with suede and tiger's eye. They're closer to choker length. I was really wanting to do some work on my root chakra, and that's what inspired me to use tiger's eye in jewelry. And then I just love natural materials, hence the suede. And I have 2 of these for sale in my Etsy, which will also be linked below. It's a lot of vintage clothing, but just navigate to handmade jewelry on the sidebar, or even better yet, I will just link you directly there in the description. I'm actually really obsessed with this piece. It was really fun to make. This one is made by me. It is a charm necklace. All of these heart charms are vintage, and I collected them from different flea markets and antique markets over time. This one is a little locket. It actually opens up. I don't have anything inside of there yet. The chain also came from a flea market. Here's kind of what it looks like when it's on. It is a little bit asymmetrical. Ideally, I wanted even more hearts. Heart charms are hard to find, it turns out. I also wanted to thrift hearts for it, like from the regular thrift store, but I could never find any. I think part of why this is so special is because it did take me so long to find all of the charms to go on this. Oh, while we're here, we'll talk about this little piece of jade that I'm wearing. It's jade just with a little gold filled chain. I grabbed this at what's called the Fremont Market. It's a marketplace here in Seattle every Sunday. I wish I knew the seller's name, but they pretty much just sell jade, and I got this from them. If you've been on my other blogs, you've seen me wear this a lot. I wear it all the time. It's super minimal, so it goes with everything, and I wear it for luck and prosperity. Speaking of jade, here is a jade bangle that I purchased on Etsy. I feel like this is a lower quality jade than the one on my necklace. I ordered this way too big, and that's why I'm not wearing it as much anymore. How easily it slips on. With jade bangles, you're supposed to put them on and then you don't take them off. I didn't understand the sizing and the centimeters. I'm not wearing it as much now that I got my jade necklace, but I do still like the look of it, so I do still put it on from time to time. This is a beautiful handmade artisan necklace. My sister got this for me in Guatemala years ago. I'm not sure what stones these are. This is one that I don't wear a ton, but I do really love it. Now that I'm trying it on for the video, I do think I'm gonna wear it more. I'm a Scorpio Venus. If you've been on astrology or fashion TikTok, I'm sure that you have heard of dressing for your Venus sign, and this necklace feels perfect for Scorpio Venus energy. It does look like some amethyst. I'm not sure what the blue stone is. Possibility that the black is obsidian, but again, I'm just not sure. I would need somebody who is a little bit more of a crystal or gemstone expert to be able to look at this and really confirm that before I could confidently tell you that. Oops, a little beaded bracelet. I made this with check glass beads. The colors were inspired by how it looks when you're in the forest and there is streaks of sun pouring in through the trees. I only made one of these, but I do have more beads, so I might make a couple more and pop them on my Etsy. This is certainly my most complimented necklace. I love this. I think it is so freaking cute. It is all hand beaded by Domingo. They are local to Seattle. This is one of their earlier designs, the beaded bows, but they have a storefront in Seattle. I'll go ahead and link their Instagram. I have a few pieces by them that will come up as we go through the collection. These beautiful earrings were handmade and gifted to me by Rosalina. I went on sort of a spiritual journey with her and a group of people, and yeah, these were gifted to me afterward by her. I think it's super special, so I love to wear these. Also reminds me of a specific experience and reminds me that I am in fact a spirit inside of this physical body. I feel reminded of that every time I put these on. Here is another charm necklace that I made. This one is not using vintage charms, just using charms from the craft store. Therefore, I'm able to recreate this one a couple times, so I do have it as a made to order option on my Etsy. I don't want this video to feel like an ad, but also if I'm gonna show you stuff I made, I might as well plug myself. It's just a daintier, less statement forward version of a charm necklace. If you've been to my channel before, you have probably seen me wearing this. Another one that I made, and I kind of rapid fire because this one is not as interesting in my opinion, but literally like 16 years ago, I hand painted a whole bunch of triangle pendants with these little galaxies. I still have almost all the pendants. They're not even on chains, but this one is, and yes, it's on my Etsy account. This one was made for me by my friend Nico. She also sells jewelry in Seattle. This one was a birthday gift. And this is the constellation for Sagittarius, which is my sun sign. Oh my god, I love this one. I have not worn this one in a while, but my friend Sarah makes these. Her business is La Oyster Girl. She's local to Seattle, but she also has an Etsy, so I'll link her Etsy. In case you haven't guessed by the name, she works with a lot of pearls. This is inspired to look like a rosary, which I absolutely love. I am not Catholic. I do love the aesthetic and imagery of the Catholic Church. It just feels romantic and gothic to me. I have this ring that I love. It is a butterfly. I've lost some weight since I've gotten it, so it doesn't fit on my ring finger anymore, but super cute. The wings are some sort of shell. This is another piece that was handmade by somebody here in Seattle. I grabbed it years ago, again at a Fremont flea market, so I unfortunately do not have the information of the makers anymore. Another one by the Domingo Girl. This one I traded one of their makers, Zen, some clothes for this. I wanted this really bad because I thought it was so cute, and it is, but to be honest with you, I haven't gotten a ton of wear out of it. It's super cute, but I just don't know if it is quite my aesthetic. Here is another one that I made. I actually vlogged me making this. I'll link that vlog for you in one of the corners. And I also have one more of these left on my Etsy. I'm keeping one and I sold a couple. These pendants are really cool. I got them back in 2014 when I was heavy into my jewelry making kick, and then just sat on them for years and years because I kind of took a break from making jewelry. So last summer I revisited them and put them onto necklaces. This is a necklace that my friend Sydney made for me for my birthday. I'm actually really excited about because I'm trying to wear more of the autumn color palette. She also made me a matching bracelet and matching earrings to go with. Every time I put this on, I'm shocked at how much I feel like it brings out my eyes. I don't always gravitate toward wearing some of these colors, but I actually think they look really good on me. This I got from Etsy. It is gold filled. A little butterfly choker. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this because I don't think this is a super rare or unique piece. However, at the time that I bought this, these were a lot less common. I still love this despite the fact that it feels like everybody and their mom has gotten a necklace like this at some point. And that's one of the reasons that buying things that you love is so important, because it doesn't matter if it becomes overly trendy or starts to go out of style. If you love it, you will still want to wear it. This little ring with the flowers was made by the same person who made the butterfly ring, and I got it from the Fremont market. This little pearly one, which is also stretchy, which is nice, was made by my friend Nico, the same one who made the Sagittarius necklace. These little huggies, oops, all twisted, are some of my favorites. They are made by Sarah, La Oyster Girl, same person who made that rosary inspired necklace. Some of the little pearls have been falling off over time, but I still love how these look, especially once you layer a hoop or another earring in front of them. It is well known amongst my friends that I love fairies. My friend Rachel gifted me this bracelet. She is a DJ. She's located down in LA, so I guess there was a maker selling this at one of the events that she played at, so she grabbed it for me. This necklace is also from the Domingo Girls. I don't wear this one as much anymore, but during the year of the snake, which is when I got this, I wore it all the time, almost daily, and I truly felt like I was shedding so much and stepping into this new version of myself at that time, and wearing this really symbolized that for me. So even though it's not one that I still wear, it feels really special to me because it marked a huge period of transformation in my life. This is another pair of gold-filled earrings from Etsy. I got these so long ago that it's gonna be hard for me to find the shop that I got them from. Just a fun little butterfly earring. Here are a couple pair of earrings that I made. These are really cute behind a hoop for a dainty little dangle. And then I just loved these little glass beads. So I put them on a huggy. I'm really excited to show you some of my vintage finds. I truly feel the vintage jewelry I find is some of my most unique pieces. This is a necklace that I thrifted. I should actually see if there's any symbology in this pendant before I wear it. Each of these strands is beaded and has these little crystals. I can't tell if the stones are real, but this pendant is definitely a real metal. It's thick and hardy. And this is truly just a statement piece. Oh my gosh, I feel like if you wore this with a tank top, it would almost look like you were wearing a halter top too, which could be kind of cute. This choker is one of the most amazing thrift finds. These beads might be plastic, but they also may not be. The red ones in between are definitely plastic though. And you just tie it and it is this really amazing choker. I really love this piece. This is another beaded choker. Again, I just thrifted this. It's probably 90s or Y2K era. This layered Y2K necklace, I don't think that these stones are any sort of real stone. I think it's completely costume jewelry. It reminds me of the jewelry that I used to pick out at the store called Icing. So shout out if you remember shopping at Icing. It's like Claire's but for preteens and teenagers. This stunning necklace that I thrifted, it has this type of clasp that I'm not really used to seeing where you kind of slide around. It says 14/20 on the side. I don't know what that means, but I thrifted this I think for like 10 or 12 bucks and I'm really curious to know what kind of stones these are. They're definitely stones and not glass. It's just on, it's on a thread. You can kind of see it in between. And I got this with the intention of adding some sort of statement pendant at the bottom. I have not added that yet, but still in my list of things that I may do. This is a thrifted rosary. Again, I'm not Catholic, but I just like the aesthetic of rosaries. I think they're really beautiful. This isn't like the most stunning rosary or anything, and it's not one of the ones made of rose petals, but it's just a piece that I own. This isn't really one that I wear. It just kind of lives in my jewelry box. Not gonna lie, I forgot that I had this until I started filming. I got this as a gift for my 16th birthday. The chain is a little bit tangled up here at the end. I know that this is real silver, however, I do not know if the stone in here is anything. I do really love this style, so I am glad that I found it. I can get it untangled and start to wear it. I have this little necklace. I do not know if this is real turquoise or not, but I do know that it is real silver. I bought it at the same time as I bought this silver necklace with the intention of wearing them together and sort of layering them. I don't have this clasped, so I'm doing a really awkward thing with my shoulders, hoping that it doesn't fall. I just want to give you all kind of the idea of how they look layered. I got this at a big flea market that we had in Seattle. However, the gals who sell these, they have this huge jewelry booth. They go down as far south as Long Beach and as far north as Seattle, and during market season, they just take their van and their jewelry up and down the West Coast selling at markets. So if you live on the West Coast and you're at a market and there's a big jewelry booth and a wonderful woman yelling, "Silver by the pound," then you are in good hands. That is where I got these. That is also where I got some of the charms on the heart charm necklace that I showed you earlier in this video. Speaking of the silver by the pound ladies, that is also where I got this bracelet, although this bracelet is not silver, it's a gold tone, but it's just costume jewelry. I don't think that it's real gold or anything, but I absolutely love the look of this bracelet. I wear it all the time. In fact, I think vintage bracelets are my favorite form of jewelry right now. Here is another vintage bracelet that I love. It has kind of this open back, so you just slide it right on. This was gifted to me by my friend Rachel, and she got it from a Whatnot auction. Okay, this is definitely one of my favorite finds right now. It is silver, and as you know, I don't wear silver as often, but I will just to wear this bracelet. I actually found this one on Depop. I just feel like it matches my vibe so well. I do need to take it to a jeweler. It just tends to pop off, like it doesn't doesn't like to stay clasped on my wrist. I would absolutely hate to lose this, so I need them to, I guess, adjust it so that way the clasp doesn't pop off. But I love this. I never really thought to look for vintage jewelry on Depop. I buy clothes from Depop all the time. So this is your sign not to sleep on Depop when it comes to jewelry as well. I have this little bangle stack, aka 2 bangles, but I absolutely love them. I got them from Cold Vintage on a Whatnot auction. This came in the same bundle with these other 2 bangles from the Whatnot auction. They do look really pretty stacked. I don't wear this as much just because it is a little bit broken and I'm worried about it breaking more, but it is truly stunning and I wear a lot of greens and browns, so it kind of makes sense for me. I'm going to show you this one just because it's in my collection, but I haven't been wearing this as much. Just a little copper bangle. It's been a little bit tarnished. There was some sort of energetic significance to wearing copper, and that's why I was wearing this. I cannot for the life of me remember what that significance was. Also, as a side note, I still have some more pieces to show you, but my favorite metal for jewelry is actually brass, and I don't see brass very often, but I actually prefer brass to gold. And the only time I feel like I find things that are brass or they just look kind of brass because of age is when shopping for vintage jewelry. While we're looking at jewelry, I might as well show you this because I've been wearing it all the time. It is going to come off soon. This is actually my wristband for Spirit Weavers, a women's gathering in the woods, but it has a little sterling silver pendant, so it's a lot nicer than like a typical wristband. It has this little smiley sun, and I've just been wearing it ever since. This is the tray that was all on, by the way. This is a candle holder that I got from World Market in like 2014 when I worked there, and I just use it to store jewelry. One last little section of jewelry. They're just like contemporary modern pieces. I don't have as much stuff in this category, but I did figure that it's worth showing you, and it gives me a chance to show off some of my trade. Like this cool crystal one. 2 pairs of Huggies. These ones are Evil Eye, and these ones just have little pink crystals. I don't wear the pink crystal ones very often. I do wear the Evil Eye when I want a little bit of protection. I bought these both off Etsy. I honestly wouldn't recommend the Etsy shop because I bought 3 pairs and 1 pair came broken, and when I reached out to the seller, they weren't very helpful. It just kind of seemed like they were annoyed with me. But if you do want to risk it and buy from them, let me know in the comments and I can provide you guys with a link, because the Huggies that I got are pretty cute and they were very affordable. This is just a pendant. The shell, I forget what shell this is, but I read it's actually supposed to be for energetic protection. I don't even know what happened to the chain that this came on, so I just need to put it on another one, but it was a gift from my friend Rachel. I went through a period of time where people were giving me just a lot of different kinds of gifts that were to protect my energy, and this was during that time. These are little cuties. They're so tiny, but they're like little bears floating down from a heart. I think I might have got them when I took my daughter to Claire's, just as a cute little thing to wear in my second earring hole. These came from Target a couple of years ago, and while I don't promote buying fast fashion, I do wear these often, and I think they're a really cute little statement. This is a really cute pair of hoops with a little charm. I got them as a birthday gift from a friend, and I've told you before how I like to layer since I have the double piercings on my ears, so I think it's fun to have the little charm that hangs down just to give it a little extra something. They come with these other charms, that way you can switch them out to your liking. So far, I just have always had the hearts in because that one is my favorite. They were a gift, but they did come from World Market, so maybe you can find them there. I don't know. This necklace has these blue layers. It came in a set with these bright blue earrings. The company is called Rockbox. They actually sent me these to create like a UGC video in 2020 or 2021. This does have real crystals. There is an energetic property that these crystals are supposed to have. I cannot remember what crystals they are or what the property is, but I do really like this. This was kind of my first introduction to wearing blue. I got this before I got the blue bow necklace or the blue earrings, and it was kind of my way of discovering that I do like to wear blue. These are also a pair of earrings that I got from Target during the pandemic era, but I do still really like to wear them because they're just a little bit more fun than a normal hoop. I have these giant butterfly hoops. Well, they're like giant size-wise, but they're also thin. Very reminiscent to back when I used to wear big hoops, like 2015, 16, 17 era. I wear these when I want to make a statement. Very on trend with the butterfly and fairy theme that I have going, and I just picked these up from from Marshall's a couple years ago. I believe I picked these up around 2020. They have little pressed flowers inside of the resin. That is a really cute little fairy-esque detail, and they are just a little pair of hoops. I don't remember where I picked these up, probably a little boutique. This is one that I believe I picked up at a little boutique as well. It has like that shell in the background and then a little sun, which is perfect because I have been called the sun goddess before. I love the sun. I come alive when there's sun out, when there's heat. I want to be out in it all the time. That makes this necklace perfect for me. I do wear this one pretty frequently. And then on the back it says, "Out of darkness comes life." So nice little positive message there. This is a ring I got. I fell for a Instagram ad, and it's by no means a bad ring, but I just feel like it was kind of expensive for what it is. It's too big, which is my bad. I don't understand or know my ring sizes very well, but even like on my thumb, it's too big. So there's just this risk. My middle finger is probably the best, but there's this risk that it will fall off whenever I wear it. But it is a lotus flower, and then on the inside it has some words engraved, which is "fuck it" and "begin again." And so I got this right after I got out of a breakup because it was like, fuck it, it's time to begin again. And that hidden engraving on the inside is truly what sold me. Oh, I have my daughter's my daughter's little necklace behind it. They're meaningful to me. They're my 30th birthday gift from my mom. They are your little standard diamond earrings, but it's the first diamond that I've ever owned, actually like the only diamond that I own. Because of that, they are special to me. That concludes today's jewelry tour. Thank you to everybody who stuck around. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. On a journey to get to 10K subscribers. It feels far away, but maybe I can manifest that. I appreciate you. Feel free to chat with me or anyone else in the comments, and I hope you have a lovely day. Ciao.